Good afternoon, rally fans. Right there, looks like 00 is going on the Super Special. We're here for round 7 in Newport, Tennessee at the Newport Speedway. I'm sitting here on this beautiful Kubota tractor that I've been told fits in a garage. You can keep it nice and warm in the winter, plow your driveway, change the attachments. Looks like a back digger on it here. Pretty cool setup. I'm gonna hop off this tractor, start to head over to the racetrack here. I'm gonna grab a couple words with a few of the drivers here. Reverse order tonight for round 7 of the ARA National Championship presented by Kubota. We're here, lights are on, a couple hundred fans up there, a couple hundred fans down here. They're all over the place. Looks like we got a couple cars lining up. Like I said, it's reverse order tonight. We got 16 stages this weekend, 101 stage miles. They're just about to kick off. Here we go. We'll probably see 0 car come through. Let's walk down the line and see if we can grab a couple interviews with some of the drivers, co-drivers here. I'm seeing my coworker over here with a peculiar hat. So I'm going to grab a quick word with Michelle Miller over here. Michelle, do you have a quick word? We're live right now on all the channels. Checking out your hat. Hard to miss from afar. How you doing, Michelle?
Thank you. I'm doing so great. This is going to be so fun.
What are you looking forward to this weekend? Everyone keeps talking about the dirt jump and everything here, but this is a long rally.
Yeah, this is. You know, Recce was tough. The stages are super technical. Lots of kicks, lots of things that are going to make the car make awful noises. So, you know, where the road's smooth, I'm really looking forward to linking everything together. And then when it's not, we're going to just try to survive.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that's the plan of attack for the weekend, but now let's switch back to here.
Oh, yeah.
This jump right here looks like 00. They're not hitting the jump, though. They're mobbing, but what's your guys' plan tonight?
Well, we're going up against our teammate Hooper. Okay. So bring your earplugs, everybody. It's going to be loud. It's going to be a riot. Yeah. I think we're just going to kind of see how it goes on the first one and then send it from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And it's double header style, right? Tell us about that, how that works.
Yeah, so we'll be racing kind of against each other. We'll be leaving from separate spots, but we'll both be lapping the track at the same time. So that should be pretty fun to watch. Yeah.
And how many laps around is it?
We're doing 2,
okay.
And there's banking. Okay. So that's not something you normally see in rally. Like maybe a cambered corner here and there, but like not like that. Yeah. So that'll be a real different experience. So see how that feels on like super or soft suspension and like rally tires. Maybe it's going to feel like we're going to roll. I don't know.
Hopefully not, but we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe we'll go over there when you guys are running. We'll probably stay at the jump, though. Good luck, Michelle.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Moving down the line here, we got Richo. Michelle's obviously co-driving for Richo. We got Zane here working with Green APU. Zane not competing this time. Zane, tell us, I've talked to Alistair, I haven't talked to Patrick yet, but what can you tell us about some of the car stuff? Both cars are good to go now for the most part?
Yeah, good to go. Finally got Scully's new motor running. He popped a motor at testing. It happens. We put a new motor in it, and it's been giving us some headaches, but getting through it, and we did a couple test hits today, and it seems all right, so we'll find out. Yeah.
You know, I saw that on TMZ that it leaked, and I wanted to bring it up. Didn't know how much you could say, so thank you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm not blackballed or anything. I can talk a little.
Okay. Well, thanks. We'll catch you later.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome to see Zane out here. Not competing this year. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Looks like one of the first cars is heading out right now. 2 of the first cars. Like, I keep messing this up. It's a double header. 2 cars at once. Going to be quite interesting to see. We got Cameron Steely here. Cameron, quite an exciting night going on. Lots of lights. What are you looking forward to tonight and this weekend?
Just putting on a good show for the fans here tonight. You know, send it over the jump as high as we can, just because, it's for the fans, and I love jumping. So the weekend, these are challenging, very tight technical stages. So just finish. You know, I've had a lot of DNFs, so I'm hoping to finish. You know, do decent. Hopefully, top 10, top 5. If we can sneak in there, it'd be great. So, yeah.
Tell us about the nature of the roads. Everyone keeps calling this the Appalachian Acropolis.
Yeah, it's very rough in spots. Definitely some areas where I think there would be some boulders pulled out. There's a lot of like kind of nasty uneven dips, and there's a lot of like rough and rocks. I'm just a little bit nervous, especially after Ojibwe with the boulder that got pulled out that we destroyed our suspension on. So I'm gonna be mindful of that. So maybe not fully committed like I was at Ojibwe. I don't want a repeat of that. That didn't feel good. So
that looked pretty brutal. Tell us about that. You hit a rock. It was a whole thing.
Yeah. So I guess Seminit came through, pulled out a rock, and then the other guys kind of just kept pulling it further and further out in the middle of the road, and it was like probably a small child size that was pulled out. out. I come around a blind left 3, and I used some choice words, try to go around it, but it was too late by then, and we nailed it with the front left and just ripped the suspension, snapped the Riger in half at the knuckle. So, yeah.
It takes some effort.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So, ended our rally, and then after that, it jolted and caused the seal to mess up in the gearbox, and then gear oil got into the clutch, and then the clutch started slipping, and so, yeah, it was a whole thing. So, yeah.
Well, hopefully you got it all sorted. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Hope none of that stuff happens here. Awesome, thanks, Cameron. Moving down the line here. I just saw a particular Honda Civic go by. I know Christian LaPrade is down there co-driving in that Honda Civic. I'm going to try to grab a quick word with him. Shout out to Christian. He's got a couple of the crew championships for the ARA. I believe this is his first time ever actually co-driving, so it's great to see him. Oh, this might be the national anthem here. What's going on? Everyone got quiet. Does the national anthem happen? Why'd everyone get quiet?
All right, so
okay.
Our first one's up.
Got, all right. Maybe it's not the national anthem. Chris, we're here. We're live. How's it going?
Hey, guys. How's it going? Super excited. Whew. The jumps look better this year.
I mean, we had some professionals apparently come take a look at them.
Somebody important somewhere. I don't know, pastrami, something. Yeah, right.
So, interesting weekend for you. Some stuff at stake. Tell us about what's going on.
Yeah, so we're 13 points away from securing the championship. So Glenn has put a massive list of things together for me of every scenario. So I have to drive with a little bit of insurance, which is the worst thing. We sponsored this event. I love this event. I want to go as fast as I can on these roads. I'm more dialed in on the car and suspension and everything else, and I have a championship to win. So I'm there's an angel devil thing happening in my soul right now. So you guys get to watch the reality of what that looks like.
So you'll break it down. You said 13 points, but do you have to win the power stage too? Do you just have to finish? What are the stats there?
Yeah, so 13 points. The power stage is worth 3. So if I win that, then I can get 5th place or 4th place and not the power stage. So Glenn's done a beautiful mind spreadsheet for me of every scenario, and that's assuming Tabor doesn't crash too, and so Henry can play a variable in that. So this is assuming Henry's in 2nd place right behind us. So yeah, no, we're lifelong dream could happen this weekend, and Olin's is here, actually sponsored the event. So if everything works out well, they can be here. A rep from Michelin's here. So if it all works out, there's a lot of people here that can help celebrate.
And they all came out for your championship, right?
That's what the rumor is. So no extra little pressure than that. Tim O'Neill, founder of the Rally School, my partner, my mentor, one of my best friends. We're here racing together. So if we can, there's a lot of things that could make this pretty special on Sunday night. So I just can't screw it up.
I'm noticing he's parked next to you. That's not a start order thing, is it? Are you guys going head-to-head here tonight?
I don't know if we are, but that is the start order. So, and I am one ahead of him, just so we are very clear. This is 18th, that's 19th on the road. So, the student becomes the master at some point, doesn't it?
Well, hopefully you guys go head-to-head, because that would be great to see, and then for you to take the championship. So good luck, Chris. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for following along. Appreciate you. Cool. Thank you.
Great to see Chris here out here going for that championship. We just saw the first 2 cars go through. Just a nice smooth cruise over the jump. One of the cars is pulled over. Stopped. Something's going on. There's a car stopped up on the banking. So first run, a little bit of a hiccup. Sometimes we see this in rally. You do all the testing, you do all the preparation, but then you get out onto the stage and it just doesn't work. I've had that situation before where my car stalled out on the start line and wouldn't start for 15 minutes, then started up like nothing happened. It happens. That's rally. That's kind of the famous statement. So moving on down the line here, we got KJ. KJ, we're live right now on all the channels, Internet, X, computers, all of it. What's going on this weekend?
Typical rally weekend, except we're here to watch maybe a demolition derby of a rally stage. So, but last year this was the highlight of the championship. So we'll see. Hopefully it's pretty cool tonight. We'll see.
You guys got a pretty good setup to fly with this thing, and we had some custom work done with the jump, as I'm sure you saw. What's your plan of attack tonight?
Flat out.
Okay.
Flat out, yeah. In the rally too. Actually, last year we had a pretty big moment over this jump. It like kicked us up, we like landed on the nose, but I don't know.
It's smoother this time.
Yeah, it seems to be all right. We'll see.
So, 101 miles this weekend, tight, twisty roads. You've done a ton of rallies. Tell us about the conditions here. What other rallies you'd compare this to?
Oh, I don't know if at least one that I've done. This one's pretty unique. Like I don't know, the notes per mile are just insane. It's like 2.5 pages per mile of stage. So yeah, this was the most amount of riding I've done for the least amount of miles. So it's they're very technical, like constant hairpins. Handbrake's going to be getting a lot of work this weekend. So.
And is that like double the notes per mile on average? What would you normally say?
I'd say, yeah, like Olympus is pretty technical, and it's usually about like 1 page per mile. So, like, yeah, this is pretty gnarly.
Okay.
So.
Well, have fun and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Flat out, we'll be watching for it. See ya. Moving down the line here, we got Aoife hanging out here.
Yeah.
She's got some photos happening in front of your car. Is Travis trying to take the wheel, or what's going on?
Yeah, I think so.
So Aoife, in the Rally 3, it's great to see you back. Tell us about what's going on this weekend, how you ended up here, how this came together.
Yeah, it's great. So we're back with the Dirtfish team under Josie and the Dirtfish Women in Motorsport program. So to be back in a Fiesta Rally 3, mixing it up a bit. We're running with Standard Motorsports this weekend. First rally in the Rally 3. Stages look unreal. So yeah, it's going to be a great weekend. Yeah, this is what's happening. We're here at Newport Speedway. We've got stage 1 tonight. 2 laps, 2 jumps, and as Hannah said, it's just keep turning left. So, but it's very different to tomorrow and Sunday stages. Really technical, probably the most technical rally that I've ever recce'd. So it's going to be a big challenge, but I think we've got the right car for the weekend, so it's going to be good.
We were just talking to KJ. He was telling us there's like double the notes per mile than any other rally he's done. Is that accurate for you as well?
Yeah, I would say so, definitely. And I know, like, Hannah getting them down on the page was tough going during the day, so definitely, yeah. It's, my notes are quite detailed, and there's not much more room for any more information in there. So we'll see.
What's your plan of attack for the weekend? Like you said, first time in the Rally 3. Are you going to try to take on some times with Travis, or what?
Always looking to take on time, so yeah, it's good first time, but at the same time we want to have a good run and we want to see what we're able to do in the Rally 3. And yeah, Travis is in our class this weekend, so we'll definitely be looking at times there and seeing what we're doing.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, great to see you. Thank you. Moving down the line here, got Travis is hanging out. I believe he's going to be last on the road. Safety sweep has had to pull this car off here. They are starting back up. I see an E30 on that end. What's down here? Looks like an Impreza. So here's one of the jumps happening. Get a shot of that, Ryan. Right there. E36 doing a little bit of braking, maybe an E46. One of the BMWs for sure. Another BMW E30 coming around the corner here on the bank turn. Coming around. Let's see. Go flat. Stay flat. Here's the jump. Not bad. Not bad. Give it let's go 4 or 5 out of 10 so far. This BMW is coming back around. Let's get another shot of this one here. Staying a little bit, broke again. I think we're going to be seeing a little bit more braking this year than we did last year. Last year, this was kind of in the middle of the rally. Here he's coming around again in the E30. There we go. Take a couple to warm up, kicking it off. Something interesting I want to point out here is look at the jump marks. They landed just about 12, 15 feet before the tarmac. We talked to Connor earlier. Connor said he's shooting to land fully on the tarmac. He doesn't want to deal with any of that dirt stuff. He wants to land on the tarmac. He also told us he's staying on gravel suspension this weekend, so we'll see that out here. I'm going to move on down the line, try to grab a couple more words with some of the drivers. I see Travis over here hanging out. We got Gary. Sounds good. I'll keep this section clear. I'm always getting in trouble out here. Not technically in control, but I will stay clear. We are live here. Again, grab a quick word with Travis. Travis, sounds like maybe last on the road to start tonight, or what's going on? Second to last.
Second to last, yep. So I drew last, so I got put on the road second. Didn't really have a say in that, but no, it's perfect. So we got, tonight, we'll just go wide open and see what happens. But tomorrow, we'll be second on the road, so we'll have some lines. Road cleared quite a bit in the first 3 cars last year, so we might have an advantage, but we also have a little bit of dust. There was a huge storm that came through, and it only hit like a mile area, so I don't know if that got any of the stages or not, but no, looking forward to just the most technical, challenging rally. Like, my heart rate just during the recce was at like 150. There's so many cliffs and turns and bumps, and you're like, just trying to note the notes is pretty wild.
Yeah, we were hearing that. I mean, KJ told me it's about double the notes per mile than any other rally's ever done. Would you say that's accurate for your notes as well?
100% because we had most of the stage. We had the first mile of the stage that we didn't have, and she made 3 pages. Usually it's 1 page per mile. She left 3 blank pages, and she was a page into the other notes writing. So 4 pages for 1 mile. It's amazingly technical.
Well, it's going to be interesting being second on the road, getting to follow Connor's lines there. I mean, you didn't get to pick, but there's some strategy involved with that. You get some benefits to being second.
Yeah, the road's cleared a little bit. You got the lines. I a lot of times like going first just so I don't have to, I can run my own rally completely. I have a little bit different lines than most people. I tend to sweep in a little wider, but at the end of the day, we're excited to be there. Booth, unfortunately, dropping out, but that allows us a better chance of hopefully getting on overall podium again. So we'll be charging hard and seeing how this car does.
Whenever I've started first on the road, I've always said, here we go. There we go. And there it is. Finally get some jumps. Being first on the road, you kind of get to set the line. Everyone has to follow your line. So you're going to have to follow Connor's at all?
If you want to go faster, because he's going to be sweeping, and you'll be very sideways through these stages. So he sweeps a lot of the road, especially in the 1s and the 2s, the tighter corners. Holy cow! On the gas right there. So it is definitely an advantage to go second. And they, first on the road, even just with if you have any of the volunteers that aren't 100% sure what's going on, there's a lot more going on first on the road than second. So hopefully it'll be a little more relaxing, and we'll have some fun.
Well, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Travis. We're down the line here. Tippmans were just sending it in their Fiesta. Ridiculously beautiful jumps, landed smooth. Surprised to see some of these cars already almost landing off the dirt. They're bringing that dirt out there. I think Connor might land past the finish line. I mean, I'd say, I don't know, I'm not good at math. Let's say 75, 85 feet to the finish line from the lip of the jump. I think we're going to see some big jumps out here. We can keep on moving down the line. Again, I got to stay out of this little walkway here because there's a lot of traffic going on. We're almost into control, not quite into control. Going to try to catch more of the jumps here, bring you guys some more of the action. Less talking from me. Christian LaPrade has finished his first stage, co-driving there in the Honda Civic. If he pulls around here, we'll try to get an interview with him, but we got a couple cars lining up here. I'm supposed to stay out of the control, so I can't be doing any interviews here right now, but I'll keep on moving down the line. We got Vivian Campbell here from Def Leppard in the Mitsubishi Mirage. This thing is a pretty cool and interesting car. It's in the open four-wheel drive. He's getting suited up in there. That's going to be interesting to see everyone here getting strapped up. We got Gabe. Let's grab a quick word from Gabe. Gabe, we're live right now. How's it going?
I got that extra tire out finally that you saw at LSPR.
Okay.
So no more active aero.
That's good. That's good. What's your plan of attack here tonight?
Tonight, don't break anything. Tomorrow, don't break anything and don't fall down the hill.
Okay.
So that's all we got.
I hear you can break less things the more time you're in the air. Is that true?
Let's not test that theory.
Well, good luck. We'll see you later.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good to
Gabe.
see y'all.
Yeah, good to see you. Gabe Jacobson sending it out here. Great to see him back. He's been off for a couple of rallies. Everyone's getting suited up here. We got Scott Crouch here, suited up, ready to go. Let's grab a quick word with Scott. Scott, how you feeling about this one?
This is not really my wheelhouse, but it's fun. We'll see. I'm going to take it easy. I'm not going to do anything stupid.
Get this one done and rally tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I like that plan. Thanks. Good luck, Scott. Moving down the line here. Let's go over to the jump. I think there's some cars lined up, ready to go. Got a couple of cars there lined up. Got Michael Hordike, Hooper's co-driver over here, doing some secondary recce, scoping out the jump here. I'm going to cross the road here safely, not technically in control. I'm going to move on down, see if I can get some shots of this jump here down here. I'm going to move on down the line. Here's Trevor Lydon. Trevor, he's been scoping out. We're live right now, Trevor. This is live. You can't hide.
No, I didn't know NASCAR had jumps in it, so I'm having a blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen a few of the jumps? The Tippmans just look like they've sent it.
Yeah, I thought there was a spaceship flying through here. UFO, it's Tennessee. There's a lot of UFOs around here. Your cameraman doesn't even look at the camera. You know this, right?
No, he doesn't need to.
This guy's a pro. I'd pay him more money.
You look at your camera?
I just push buttons and hope for the best.
Thanks, Trevor. Good luck. Good luck with the photos. Obviously Trevor Lydon, Subaru, famous photographer out here, taking some of the best photos. You've definitely seen his photos in most of our thumbnails on YouTube. Great to see Trevor out here. I'm going to see if I can grab a quick word with Hooper over here. The open two-wheel drive battle is going to be pretty interesting. He's kind of tied up. Maybe we'll grab Michael Hordike over here. We're live right now. You're good. Hooper's busy, so I'm going to talk to you. What's going on?
What's going on? Well, back racing with Viv Campbell, first time in almost 3 years. LSPR 2022 is the last time he drove, so he's got a brand new car, trying to knock the rust off with a car that's way faster than any previous cars. So really looking forward to get out there and tackle some of these stages. They're quite good.
So you're riding in the Mirage?
Yeah, in the Mirage. So no, Claudia's co-driving this. Normally I would be co-driving this car.
I thought you were coming over to your car.
No, actually I think I left something in there at the last rally. That's the only reason I'm over here. But yeah, so.
All right, well, tell us about that Mirage. Is that, open class? I didn't suspect that.
Yeah, technically it's open class just because it's not homologated yet. It's technically an R4 kit car, so it's the same underpinnings as a R5, so same suspension, uprights, transmission, all that stuff, just a detuned engine. Okay. It would fit in the RC2 class, and it does in the rest of the world. It just hasn't been homologated yet, so we've got to rewrite the rules to get that thing in. But yeah.
No better way to start than here.
Yeah, no, and it's a really easy car to drive. So if anyone's looking for a nice, easy car to build that handles great, there's another one I know in a shop waiting to get built. So.
And tell us about, he goes by Viv, is that what it is?
Yeah, Viv.
Okay,
yep.
So tell us about that. I see the Def Leppard on the side. Tell us the background there.
Well, Viv is a guitarist for Def Leppard, so it makes that easy. And he found rallying during the pandemic when they weren't touring. He went up to Team O'Neill, fell in love with rally, and been rallying ever since as much as he can, as much as his tour schedule allows, right? So, it's been a couple years, but it looks like next year he said he might be able to make 4 or 6 races, so we'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
So, Hordijk over there, I thought he was getting into his car, but turns out he's not in the car. We got Sean Johnson over here. Sean, how's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. Yeah, grateful to be here.
Yeah. Out here in the Peugeot, tell us about what's your plan of attack?
Get to the end of the rally.
Yeah.
I mean, for us is that last year I feel like we did something special, bringing a knife to a gunfight, being on the overall podium with the Rally 3. With all the uphill loose climbing, that's not the strong suit of a front-wheel drive car. So we're not here with any big expectation. We're just out here to have fun, enjoy our rallying, and show the Americans what this cool little French car can do. So no, we're just getting to the end.
Pretty good open two-wheel drive competition, though. I mean, you're getting to the end, but are you going to get the itch to kind of compete with some of those guys, or what?
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to go slow, but we're just going to go enjoy our rallying, and we'll see after the first loop of stages where that puts us. But I think we're going to do all right.
Yeah. This is the first time we're seeing you back in a car in a while, but I've seen you at some of the other events this year. You want to comment on anything you've been doing otherwise at these events?
Sure. So, we only had the budget to do this 2-event program this year, and so I've been at some other events, though, doing some coaching, which is fun, because, I feel I have a lot of experience and perspectives from the years of racing in the WRC, and so to be able to share that with American competitors and help raise the level of the sport here in the U.S. is that I've really, really enjoyed it. So, I'm working on building more of a coaching business here in the U.S. Is that if I can't be competing, then I at least want to be at the events and be helping out.
Okay. Well, if you need a facility, I know a place.
You certainly know a place. That's right. Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Sean. Good luck. Yeah. See ya. Awesome to see Sean back out. A couple of the Peugeots out here, the front wheel drives. Awesome to see. Move on down the line. A couple of these jumps are happening. Might be Scott Pedersen. Who's this one? Loud over there. Is that a Nissan 240? What is this thing over here? Let's go over here and get a shot of this jump. He's mobbing. It's loud. Smooth jump. Beautiful jump. Staying flat. Now we got the Lexus 350. I believe this to be Scott Pedersen. Let's see. There's Scott sending it. Good nosedive there. Scott mobbing. Coming through here. Another big jump. Proper. I mean, we're 8-10 cars in. They're already clearing the dirt. Scott sending it again. Not wasting any time. I saw some parts flying there. You see those parts flying? I don't know if that was a tire, bumper. Things are falling off the car. This is a proper way to start a rally, guys. This is amazing. We're so glad to be able to bring you the coverage here. Again, we got that Teradek backpack, being able to pump the signal out into the sky and go live anywhere. That's what we're doing here in Newport, Tennessee at the Newport Speedway. They might have to clean some of the parts up out of that thing. Scott definitely lost most of his front bumper there. Interesting to see. They got pretty good gaps here as they're doing the double header style, so it takes a little bit of time to line the cars back up. So I keep trying to go over, get an interview, and then come back and get the action, but by the time I start the interview, they're starting the cars. So trying to keep you guys entertained. Again, throw a comment in the chat. Let us know what you want to see more of in the future here. We're trying to bring more of these lives at all these events, but as you know, rally is a very tough sport to cover. We're out in the middle of nowhere typically, so it's great to be here at some of these super specials here at Newport Speedway. Looks like the crowd's starting to fill out a bit. the service area is here for all 3 days of the rally. 101 miles this weekend, 16 stages. So they will be running the similar stage tomorrow, but a little bit longer with some of this infield stuff. We got Mike Turpak here in the Escort Cosworth, one of the most beautiful cars. I mean, this thing, he keeps it so clean inside, outside, and now he's got this tribute livery here to kind of the classic. I would love to interview him right now here, but I'm sure I will get in trouble because this is almost in the control, so I'm going to delay, but we will definitely have to talk to Mike about what inspired him to do this. Obviously, it's a classic, but that's a lot of work to take your nice clean car and put a nice wrap on it. So it looks like we got a Impreza over on that end, another Impreza over there. I can't see. There's a secondary announcer out here, so I'm kind of stealing some of his info and gathering and giving you additional context to what's going on. I was trying to get a start order, but we couldn't find a printer in time. We got Florian Barrel back here. How's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. It has been a while, huh?
Yeah, I feel like I saw you maybe in Finland last year.
Yeah, Finland. I ran some WRC event, and but finally, come back in the US. So good for the show.
Yeah, how's it feel to be back?
This season has been a bit hectic for me, especially the beginning of the season. I raced in WRC with a young French driver, Tristan Charpentier, in Junior World Championship and European Championship. We set pretty good result, and by the time of the season, different things were going on, so we tried to find some solution for 2026. But meanwhile, I'm happy to be back here alongside Patrick. I mean, with Patrick, by the time he became a true friend, so yeah, it's great. It's great to be back with all the Green APU team as well, for sure.
That's great to hear. You got so much experience. You've been to so many rallies, WRC rounds. What do you compare this roads to, and then what do you compare the Super Special to?
Super special. I mean, I love this kind of thing. That's important nowadays, to bring people to rally, look at the show, look at how many people is there. So I think this is a super great show for the people, for the sport overall, and for the series here in the US as well, because you have a really nice event. So the series really must be known from all the world, because the rally are really interesting, and especially this one, nothing compared to the other rally I knew. So very twisty. It reminds me at some point of France a bit. So yeah, it could be fun.
Well, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was great to see you. Again, a couple great jumps. As soon as I see, Florian Barrel, famous WRC co-driver out here, you got to talk to him. But then we missed the beautiful jumps. Some people are braking, some people are sending it. Not sure who's lining up again. I feel like I walk over here as soon as the stage starts or stops. So I'm going to stay over here this time, try to get some of these jumps on footage. Let's trot over here, see if we get a good angle. Scott Crouch heading in there, Flat Irons tuning. Got Mike Turpak here in the Causey. I mean, beautiful. So rare to get that Gen 3 Causey wing. If I'm wrong, roast me in the comments, but I believe that to be the Gen 3 wing of the Escort Cosworth. It's kind of rare to find. Ken Block had that on the Causey V1, the Group A car, so this is kind of a tribute to that. This I do not believe to be an actual Group A, just kind of a replica setup. So looks like we're going here again. We've got another one of the Lexuses out here. We've got Ryan McGrath, Dirtfish Alumni out here, and the Lexus. We saw him in Ohio leading the limited two-wheel drive and actually had a little bit of an off. Great to see him back. Got Bill Tung, another Dirtfish Alumni out there right now in the Fiesta. Both sending, I think Ryan's going to have a little bit more confidence coming through this time now. Oh, that drone's getting so close out there. Awesome to see that FPV drone on stage. Little nosedive, some sparks. Was that some damage? Something going on there. And here we go. Here's Bill Tung. Nice, smooth jump. Classic. Smooth landing there. All right. Another loop is done. Let's see if we can find some other people to talk to here. I'm going to move on down the line. Talked to some of these people earlier. They were shaping this jump. Travis Pastrana actually found a Kubota skid steer, hopped in this thing, shaved the lip a little bit just to make it more of a launch ramp. It was kind of more of a quarter pipe situation, which is not ideal for rally cars, going up and then nosediving down. So Travis got in there, shaved this thing. I'm not sure if he did that on any other stages or just this one, but he shaved that, got it all set up, and now it's a bit of a launch ramp. Great to see some of these cars out here sending it. I'm going to move down the line here, see if I can grab a couple more words with a few other people. Maybe Richo. We already talked to Michelle. I'm seeing a lot of cool cowboy hats out here. This is kind of a Tennessee, Kentucky kind of vibe with the hats. I'm going to end up with a cowboy hat before the end of the weekend. I'm going to see if we got Aoife out here signing some more signatures. Aoife can't get away from all the signatures. She's running out of the cards here. Got Aoife, the Dirtfish Women in Motorsport. Great to see Aoife back out. Actually did a little bit of a secret test in a Rally 3 with Aoife. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say that. At Dirtfish, just after one of the previous events this year. So it's great to see her finally getting back out and competing in one of these things. I actually rode in this car at Dirtfish for many miles, and this thing is epic. You know, you see these things out, they look pretty tidy and sorted, but then you get inside, and this thing actually feels like a side-by-side. They lean like crazy. Is that Henry Tabor? So let's get out there, see if we can get back over to these jumps. Who's coming around this side here? Another Fiesta. Looks like Henry Tabor was back there. Not sure who this red one is. There we go. A little bit of brake beforehand. Keeping it safe, keeping it smooth. And here's Henry coming in. Henry's going to be sending it. There we go. Nice, beautiful landing right at the end of the dirt there. And there's his sister, Madeline Tabor, pulling up behind me, getting ready in the Rally 3 as well. Great to see Madeline has really picked up a ton of pace this year in the Rally 3 car. Another jump. Hit those brakes midair, not ideal. Say the strategy here is to stay flat. Keep it flat, land, ride it right out. Any lift, any little break, you're seeing a lot of that nose diving. That's what's happening with all those people dipping there, breaking their bumpers, tires, parts flying off, all that stuff. So now that some cars have cleared out, we can kind of get a clear shot of that Mitsubishi Mirage that Hordijk was just telling us about here, the Def Leppard car, Vivian Campbell. I think it's pretty cool. All-wheel drive, he said it's like an R4. You know, there's so many Rally 3s, Rally 4s, all these things. And then there's the R4, which is still an all-wheel drive car. It's hard to keep track of all the different classes and models, but it's great to see this thing out. Pretty cool car here. Got the Def Leppard right on there. I think that's about the end of the line as they're going in. Got all these cars lined up back here. They are relatively in the start order, so move on down the line. We got Tim O'Neill here in the AMX. Great to see that thing out. He's always having a good time. Classic, very rare car in general these days to see, let alone see out at a rally, is awesome. And we got Chris here finally getting strapped up. Christian, we were out there, I was talking about you. How was that? First stage done?
Oh yeah, that was great. We had a good time. My driver's used to like doing Speedway stuff, so the bank corners were no problem. I wish we would have gotten a little more excited over the jumps, but we're just trying to get through the day without breaking anything and, you know, look forward to tomorrow. But it's good. Finally got my first stage done. Finally got in a car, so I'm stoked. Ready for tomorrow.
You know, you got a few championships out of the car already. Are you going for a championship next year in the car now, or what?
No, I'm just here to have fun, get through the weekend, hope for the best.
You say that now, but by the end of the rally, you might change your mind.
We'll see how it goes.
Awesome. Good to see you. Thanks, man. Catch you later. Great to see Christian LaPrade out here. First rally. Look at that thing, a Nissan Sentra. That Corey McKenzie. I think Corey McKenzie, we caught him at Rally USA last year. Great to see him out here. I believe that was kind of somewhat local. Maybe he's East Coast somewhere. And we got the Nonax, maybe, yep. Got the Nonax there in the BRZ. Nice smooth jump so far. Not a lot of damage. I'd say the jumps are almost a little bit more mild than they were last year. I think Travis getting in and shaving these things made it a little bit easier for him. Let's see if we can grab a couple other words with some other people here. Try to catch some of these jumps. Moving down the line. Seeing Vincent Trudell, maybe he's crewing for a couple of teams. Got Camden Sheridan back. Got some other people. I got Josie Rimmer over here supporting the Dirtfish Women in Motorsport crew. Josie, we're live right now on Twitter, X, all the other things, the internet. What's going on? Why are you here this weekend?
I am here to support our Women in Motorsport car, which is over here just behind Brenton. Aoife Raftery is out for her third event in the U.S. ever. She's brought over her Irish co-driver, Hannah. It's an amazing team. They're competing in the standard Rally 3. I can't wait. This is a faster platform, really competitive, and Aoife has everything she needs to be fast. So we'll see what she puts out there.
Do you feel like this is the next step in the Dirtfish Women in Motorsport program, getting Aoife into a Rally 3 and kind of stepping up the competition a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like any serious athlete needs the proper tools to showcase their talents and their abilities. So I do, want women in motorsport to go above and beyond. I obviously want our women in motorsport drivers to be at the top of the pyramid. And being in a car like this, working with a team like Standard Motorsport is absolutely the next step to get there.
Love it. Anything else coming up with Dirtfish Women in Motorsport? Might have already hit the internet a little bit you want to tell us about?
Next week?
2
weeks? I don't know what day it is, but on October 4th, our other Dirtfish Women in Motorsport driver, Michelle Abadi, an incredible talent in the Trans Am world, will be piloting an Element Subaru BRZ in her very first gravel rally. That's going to be at Tour de Forest in Shelton, Washington. I'm so excited for her to take on those stages. She has everything she needs to be successful. So she's also, of course, being joined in the car by another Michelle Miller, who's right back there driving with Richo. Yeah, it's going to be 2 Michelles, twice the speed.
Well, thank you. We'll probably catch you later this weekend while we're watching IFA.
Sounds good. Bye, Brenton.
Thank you, Josie. Pat, we're live now. So, I interviewed you before. This one's live now. We're here officially.
Don't cuss?
Yeah, no, definitely don't.
No cussing? Okay.
But tell us about, what's going on here this weekend. Great to see you back out in the same car, but you got something else.
Yeah, we have the new car coming. So Chevrolet Performance, the LT1 engine. You'll be able to follow it on all the Chevrolet social media channels like Watch Follow. But the Chevrolet Performance people came to us and they said, hey, look, we really want to promote the LT1 engine. I said, just so happens we have a second car that we're building right now. We had it all mocked up for the LS3, and the Performance still sells the LS3 engine. But we're like, okay, we're going to put our focus onto this. So we were going to go do a couple other rallies before this, but then we needed to do the focus on putting the other LT1 engine in. So it's almost done. We're going to have it at Lake Superior, hopefully. And then, it should be a pretty interesting thing.
Going to be an interesting rally here as well. Tight, twisty roads. Like I said earlier, short wheelbase car for your setup. It's kind of ideal.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, it's a lot of elevation change and all that kind of stuff. But really, our mind right now is on LSPR because we have a lot of things going into that. So our big focus is on that. This one, we just want to get in. The funny thing is, I have not sat in the car. Like, I haven't even sat in the car driving it over here since 100 Acre. So this will be the first time I'll be in the car since 100 Acre Wood.
So your test is basically from over there to the control?
Yeah, that's a good shakedown. We'll warm up the tires real good there.
We'll keep an eye out. Thanks, Pat.
Exactly. Thank you.
Good luck. Awesome. Let's hop back out here. We got a couple of cars lined up, ready to start at the jump. See if we can get some footage. Look at all this media. They got the prime spot here. Everyone's lined up. All the famous ARA media people. We got Trevor Lydon. We got Gage. Look at this. Williamson out here. Sending it, staying flat. A little bit of rev limiter there. It's great to see. Next car is coming around here. Let's see what we got, if they're going to stay flat. And a little bit of a lift. Just a teeny bit of a lift there, but Williamson stayed flat. I'm going to put the mic here, get that rev limiter. There we go. That's what we want to see. More of that rev limiter. I think the further up the line we go, the more rev limiter we're going to see. We got Tim O'Neill here as well, lined up behind me. There we go. Just that slight lift, not quite enough to nosedive heavily, but great to see. And just a nice little jump for fun there at the end. Great to see another third jump out there. Seems like it's going a lot smoother than last year. Ryan, would you agree? Ryan, cameraman, shaking the camera there, letting us know that this is much smoother than it was last year. We got Tim O'Neill here lined up in the MX. We got Alex Killarney here lined up. I'm gonna see if I can grab a quick word with Alex Killarney. Alex, great to see you. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. What are you thinking about this? You were here last year, right?
I was here last year. It was a surprising bit of fun. So it looks like everyone's carrying on the tradition, doing a few silly jumps, but maybe a little disconcerting having it be the first stage of the event. But oh no, it's good fun. Everyone's hanging out, having a good time, and hopefully giving the fans a good show.
Yeah. You've done a lot of rallies, got tons of experience all over the world. What do you compare the roads here to?
Actually, there's really nothing like it. It's as twisty as some of the roads like in the French Alps, but tarmac roads. There's really nothing like this hard-packed and smooth, but also technical and twisty, because the character is like, I don't know, maybe in like how tight it is, it's almost like grease or something like that, but very smooth and in the forest. So it's unique, it's nice, and we really enjoy the roads out here.
A couple people are calling it the Appalachian Acropolis. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, but they probably need to see what a really rough road is actually like. There's a few rocks here, but nothing like that. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you. Crazy jump there by DJ Hathaway in the Honda Civic. Let's see if he sends it again on the second run. Sent it on that first one. A little bit lighter on that second one. William Ross there co-driving for him. Great to see them out. Brian Katz in the Lexus. Great to see River City Rally having 5 Lexuses out here this weekend. That's got to be some sort of record turnout to have 5 cars from one team here in Tennessee at Newport Speedway. We got Kevin Allen here. Like I said, leading the regional rally last year. Not sure exactly what happened. Something happened. It didn't quite make it to the finish. Aoife is in line, ready to start here in the Standard Motorsports Women in Motorsport car here. This thing's beautiful. Check out the nice fresh logos on there. We got Rusty Wallace Ford on there as well. Beautiful car. Great car. Excited to see what Aoife can do in that thing. Last year, we saw Sean Johnston in the Rally 3 get on the overall podium. So it's possible for one of these Rally 3s. The roads kind of suit the tight, twisty, short wheelbase stuff. Could see it. Not predicting anything. You know, she's starting 14th, I think, on the road. But let's see how it goes. All right, we got Scott Crouch lined up. And maybe Mayer over there lined up as well. So could be a couple of jumps. Scott said really he's just trying to get to the finish tonight. You know, a lot of rally left to go. Just under 1% of the rally here tonight. So let's see. We got Mayer coming. He may send it, but it sounds like Scott probably is going to lift over this. There we go. Yep, Mayer sent it. No hesitation, keeping his foot flat. Now Scott told us he's going to take it easy. Let's see. Sometimes you get that red mist and you just send it, and that's what he's doing. He can't hold back.
This is pretty evenly matched.
Oh, we got some fire on the brakes there. Front left, I saw some flames, some sparks getting a little hot. So you've been out here. Who's the best jump so far?
So far, I'd have to say it's Emmons and Civic.
Okay.
I've been really pleasantly surprised by that one so far.
That's pretty wild on the first run, wasn't it?
It is. It was definitely wild on the first run. It was unreal to see how aggressive he was with it. We didn't even think he was going to beat that.
Yeah. What else are you looking forward to this weekend?
Oh, so far we're looking forward to the stages. I mean, we've got some of the most technical stages in the entire series, so you're really going to see a lot of people pushing hard, but at the same time having to conserve and manage the car really well.
I'm hearing some people call it the Appalachian Acropolis. Have you heard this?
Yes, yeah, definitely one of the ones that we've heard that a few times now, and it's definitely accurate. A lot of rock in this event.
Cool, thanks, man. Good to see you. Yeah. Lining up a couple more cars here. We got Richo lining up now. Aoife, I wonder who Aoife's going to be paired up. If it's going to be Kevin Allen, Richo, a couple of Dirtfish people. We got Michelle Miller, my coworker, Dirtfish driving instructor in the passenger seat here. Richo, Dirtfish alumni lined up. Got a little bit of custom bumper work there. Not sure if that's from something prior, maybe a couple other jumps. They've definitely had plenty of experience in this car. Got the Bluebird Foundation on there. Got Two Neighbors Auto. Move on down the line here. Everyone's starting to suit up. Looks like we maybe got 10, 15 cars left. Seamus Burke's just getting strapped in there with Gary. There's Mayer coming through with the jump. You know what? We might try to grab a few of these interviews as they pull off the stage to find out how some of those jumps went. And there's Seamus starting up the Escort. Let's go ask Gary real quick. Is this the V8 or is this the V6? Because I know they got a couple different Escorts. I don't want to be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I'm not trying to be wrong. Gary, which motor is in this one?
This is now back to the V6.
Okay.
So it was V8 last year, and now this is the V6 engine from 2022.
And why the switch?
The V8 was just burning tires and burning tires and burning tires. The V6 is a bit more controllable tire-wise, and plus the V8 started to give some trouble, so back to the V6 again now. So let's see how it behaves itself this weekend.
We'll watch it. Thanks, Gary. Good luck.
Cheers.
Good to hear. Back to the V6. The V8 was just shredding too many tires, but let's get back over this jump here. Is that Gabe Jacobson and Mike Turpak behind him? Gabe doing a little bit of braking, but Mike sending it in the Causey. I'm losing my voice out here, guys. Trying to keep everyone entertained, keep everyone informed about what's going on out here at Newport Speedway in Newport, Tennessee. it's getting hot here at the racetrack. You know, we rolled up, it was maybe 75 degrees, feels like it's probably gotten up to about 85 degrees now. We may wander over and try to see the jump on the other side, but knowing that they shaped this one a little bit, this one's here, probably a little bit bigger for the crowd, we're gonna maybe hang out at this one a little bit more. They're pulling off here, Mike and the Causey, keeping it clean, but still no hesitation on sending it. We got the Renault Clio Rally 3 here. Sean Donnelly pulling up. Got Camden Sheridan here pulling up in the Impreza. I don't think we've seen him since maybe Snowdrift. Great to see him back out. Who's lining up behind him here? Sean Donnelly was pulling right up there. I don't know if he was waiting just to pull right up right on his minute. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe he's just doing a lap. Move on down the line. Who's lined up right here? So, you know, it looks like it could be the Przybylkowski brothers. Last year, oh, they're moving some people off the wall. Last year, the Przybylkowski brothers went first. It was a total scramble. They let anyone go at any order. They could drive against anyone they wanted. But this year, it seems like maybe they got signed back up, racing each other. They put on a proper show last year, really sending on the jump. So we're going to stay right here, bring you the action at the lip of the jump. We've just told we can no longer stand or sit on the wall. Wasn't doing that before. Probably wouldn't advise that, but we'll stay back at a safe distance. Got some rev limiter going, and they are off. They're on the road here, heading in. Like I said, last year they wasted no time setting the tone, sending it on the jumps. Here they go. Beautiful jump, nice and smooth. And here's the older brother coming through. A little extra air. Little extra air on that one. Now here's the rebuttal. There we go. Proper air. They're just about landing right off of the end of the gravel. And here's the fourth jump. Little lift on that one. Saw just a hair of a nosedive there. You could see him kind of touching down, hitting a little bit of that skid plate. There's Mike Turpak keeping that Causey beautiful. Great to see him in the jump and still keeping that car clean. I want to drive one of those things someday. If anyone has one of those for rent, get a hold of me. Trevor, probably halfway through the field now. Who's sent it the best?
You know, we joke around a lot, BK, but I want to talk to you about something serious.
What's that?
Packs of stray dogs taking over most U.S. cities.
That's something. Luckily, there's no stray dogs out here at the moment. Stray rally cars, maybe.
Yeah, that Honda, the your mom car, sent it. Best so far. 10 out of 10. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Rough landing, but sent it.
Still made it.
He made it.
He made it back to service. We're good.
We can see him back out of the start.
I mean, our moms loved it. That's what matters.
Thanks, Trevor. Got the Peugeots lining up. Got Mikhail Arsenal right here lined up. Beautiful car. Great to see these things out. Interesting running the rallycross tires, though, here on this thing. Here we go. Who's lined up? We got Madeline Tabor versus maybe Mark Tabor. Madeline, a little bit of launch control. So here comes Mark Tabor, father versus daughter here, out to compete. Oh, that's Henry. Okay. Mark must already rent, so it's brother sister here. So Madeline coming through in the Rally 3. Staying flat. A little lift. That thing flew pretty good, though. Let's see Henry's second run. Getting so excited here. He's got the lights on. Let's go, Henry. Sending it. Great to see Henry out at Ojibwe last event. Won limited two-wheel drive overall national. That was pretty awesome. And here's Madeline. Proper jump by Madeline. Keeping it smooth. That thing flew like perfectly smooth. Great to see. Got Seamus Burke lined up here in the Escort. Just found out from his co-driver Gary that this has got the V6 in it. The V8 was just a couple cylinders too many for the tires. They were shredding tires constantly, probably couldn't even make it through a whole loop. Had to modulate the throttle, went down to the V6. Now they get a little more grip, less tire wear, finish more rallies. That's what it's all about. But we did love that V8 sound. Madeline and Henry putting on a proper show there. Madeline's really picked up the pace the past few events. Great to see her moving up the line. Now we got Tim O'Neill and Mike Hurst. It's a couple of the classics here. Mike's been around for a very long time. Tim O'Neill has also been around for a very long time, and 2 classic cars. We got the AMX Tim O'Neill, and we got Mike Hurst in the Ford. Beautiful Ford here with a 302 V8, I believe, in this thing. Let's see, this is going to be good. I don't know if we'll see too many big jumps with these classic cars. You know, these things are kind of rare. You know, Mike Hurst damaged the hood on that thing, and I think he said he couldn't even find one. They had to repair the old hood last year at Ojibwe, I believe. So we'll see how these jumps go here. Again, thank you for tuning in. We're here for round 7 of the ARA National Championship presented by Kubota Overmountain Rally in Tennessee. And here's Mike Hurst. Keeping it smart, nice and smooth. Here's Tim O'Neill sending it into the corner. He might have a little bit of oval track experience. Little nosedive, but that thing took it. I'm not sure what he's got for suspension in that thing, but that's pretty solid. Mike Hurst doing some braking, but wasting no time getting back on the throttle. It's honestly, you know, there's an argument to be had that it might be faster here. Slow roll the jump, get back on the power. Let's see, Tim O'Neill's second jump. Full lockup of the tires mid-air there. Didn't affect the kind of trajectory of the car in the air, but did see full lockup. There we go, Mike Hurst putting on a show, giving us a little burnout action there. We got Alistair Scully pulling up behind me here, getting ready. We got Patrick Grushka, a couple of the Hyundai Rally 2s getting ready. Got Stefan. Stefan, what's the plan here?
Survive. Whatever shenanigans Alistair's gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna give him some special notes?
I'm just gonna give him the mom treatment. Tell him to slow down.
Okay, good luck. Oh, good luck. Stefan out there gonna try to have to wrangle in Scully on these jumps because he's gonna try to send it, obviously. So we're gonna see how this goes out here. Looking like the few other cars back there lining up. Pat Morrow's about to line up. Just seeing Cameron Steely's trunk close. So a lot of the drivers are lining back up. They're kind of keeping the cars back in here in a Parc Ferme. We got Kevin Allen and Chris Sear lined up here. So let's see, Chris Sear's got that championship to worry about, but he's got his Olin sponsors out here as well. So he's got to show off that suspension. Let's see what Chris Sear's strategy is. Flat. His strategy was flat. Beautiful. Kevin Allen coming through in the old US-UK car. Also flat. I think we're going to see a lot more of the flat jumps coming through here. Chris Sear getting a little bit of angle on the bank turn there. Nice and smooth. Hard landing, but smooth off the jump. Allen sending it into the bank turn. Plenty of momentum through there. Semi-flat. Pretty flat. Let's see if Chris Sear, he does a big slide here last year. Chris sometimes does put on a show for the fans, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him do something. He's got a championship to worry about. He's not going to put on too much of a show until the end of the weekend. Got Cameron Steely. You know, we saw him, just talked to him earlier on the stream. He hit that rock, had some issues with this thing last event. Great to see that thing back out here, ready to compete. He'd been working on this car for years. Great to see it out. We got Scully, we got Steely, we got Connor Martell's over there, lining up, getting ready. Looks like maybe Aoife lined up for one of the Mirage. So Viv Campbell in the R4 open class 4-wheel drive Mitsubishi Mirage is lining up with Michael Hordijk as his co-driver there. And then we got Aoife Raftery, the Dirtfish Women in Motorsport driver in the Rally 3. Great to see Aoife out here in this thing. Let's see her strategy. So far, all the Rally 3s we've seen have been very smooth jumps. Beautiful cars. They're designed for this kind of situation. Like I said, you know, I've been watching these things out of the car for a very long time, and they kind of look sorted and tidy, but you get inside those things and they feel like a side-by-side. They move around so much weight transfer all over the place. And they're off. So we got Viv Campbell here, the Def Leppard Mitsubishi Mirage. Good jump to start. Fast, quick, tidy. Here we go. Aoife's coming through the corner now. Little chuck up before but didn't seem to affect the height. It almost helped kind of settle the car. Nice, smooth, tall jump there. Here's the Mirage again. Little nosedive. Definitely bit in with the skid plate a little bit there. Aoife's keeping it tighty, coming through the bank turn. Beautiful, stayed flat on that one. Nice and dialed. Rev limiter staying flat there. And there's the Mirage. Next lining up looks like maybe Richo and Camden Sheridan. Ooh, a little backfire there from the Mirage. Like to see more of that. I like when back in the day, or maybe even some of the Formula Drift cars, when you watch Formula Drift, they kind of program some of that anti-lag backfire in on the road modes just so they get a little more of that. So it's nice to hear those backfires. I wish more people would do that, put on a little show. People get excited when they hear those loud backfire pops. So Aoife has completed her first stage in the Rally 3 car. We're really looking forward to seeing how she's going to do this weekend in that thing. Got all these cars lining up. Connor pulling up here. We should have Connor and Travis, I believe, together on the end, unless there's an odd number. I know we had a couple of change-ups on the start order, so not sure. If we got an odd number, we may see one car here at the end. But it sounds like Michael Hooper is out there with Claudia and Richo. So got two Lexuses here. The open two-wheel drive battle is going to be great. Hooper's car is ridiculously loud. Richo got the same motor, but it's not quite as loud. You know, maybe he could lose his exhaust. Richo, we want to hear your car a little bit louder, but it does sound a lot better than it did last year. The limited two-wheel drive car was really quiet. So here's Hooper, and there's Richo. They're coming through. Hooper, we saw a massive jump in Ohio and a little bit of a spin, so he's looking to keep it straight here. Keeping it tighty. After his jump in Ohio, probably not going to go as flat. Richo going up high on the banking, grabbing another gear. Decent jump, decent jump. And Hooper back at it, nice slide through the corner. Little lock up before. Hooper's playing it smart. Richo sending it up high, diving back down from the banking, and a little break there. Rough landing, but he made it. And Hooper is heading off. There he goes, smooth on the Lexuses. There we go, we're gonna see some donuts here from Hooper. Putting on a show. Watch for gravel spray. There we go. Interesting. We got Travis lining up now. Got Cameron Steely. Travis is in the lineup. We saw Connor go around somewhere. Who's out there now? It's like Camden Sheridan, and I'm not sure who's lined up on the other side. Looks like Sean Donnelly in the Renault Clio, so should be a pretty good battle here. Sean Donnelly back in the Clio after taking an event off, going into the Peugeot for Ojibwe. They couldn't get the parts for the Clio. You know, hard to find those things because they don't make them in America. So they had some motor issues in Ohio. Then he had to get some extra parts overnight from France or somewhere. Not familiar with non-American car brands. So had to get some parts, took some time off, did the Peugeot. Now he's back in the Clio. So it's gonna be great to see that thing back out here this weekend, competing in that limited four-wheel drive class. Got the rev limiter going. A little bit of launch control, sending it into the bank turn. I'm guessing Sean's gonna stay flat. That is his style. Beautiful, beautiful, staying flat. There we go. Next up, Camden Sheridan coming through in the hatchback. Smooth jump, smooth jump. But Sean's putting the pressure on, he is mobbing. There we go. Now, the dirt is kind of spread out. You can see where they're landing. There's two kind of lines in the road there consistently where it's getting brushed off. Camden hitting his last jump. Smooth, little nosedive. Be interesting to see if Connor actually makes it to that finish line from the jump lip there. Another Peugeot going out there, looks like Sean Johnston. And Seamus, maybe? Oh, they're lining up the other half on that side. That makes sense. Okay. So we got Sean and maybe Mikhail Arsenal in the Peugeot lining up.
Okay, race fans, show of hands.
The two Peugeots out there at the same time. front-wheel drive cars. See how this goes. These things mob out here. You know, we saw at 100 Acre, the Swedes coming over taking first place for the open two-wheel drive, completely dominating with this Peugeot. It's going to be the Peugeot North American Cup, I believe, next year. We're going to see a lot more of these cars out here via Team FJ, building those things and bringing them over. Here we go. Coming towards the end here, looks like we got maybe 5 more runs lined up, about 10 cars left, running 2 cars at once. Again, this is only 1%, less than 1% of the rally. Both these launch controls incredibly loud in these Peugeots. Can't even hear myself. Coming through. First jump. Sean sending it. Lots of rev limiter there. Mikhail. Again, proper jumps from these guys. These cars mob, these front-wheel drive Peugeot 208s. A little more restraint on that one, but it actually ended up nosediving on him. Mikhail is not taking his second jump. There he goes. I think he lifted a little bit early. Next up, we got Seamus and maybe Cameron Steely, unless someone's in front of him. I can't quite see who's over there.
So there's someone here named Leo. There may be more than one, but if you are a Leo.
We're going to try to grab a couple interviews here before this stream cuts out at the end of the day. Like I said, we've only got about 4 more sets of cars going tonight. So maybe let's hop in here and grab a couple words. They haven't brought other cars out. So let's go over here and see if we can grab a quick word with Aoife, find out about that jump. This thing was beautiful, jumped nice and smooth. Car's still clean, no bumper work at all needed, but still sent it. It flew pretty smooth. Aoife, real quick. Reviewing footage. Well, I want to review the jump and find out because it looked smooth. How'd it feel?
Yeah, it was a really nice car to go over the jumps. Yeah, it was good. I think, yeah, happy enough, simple. Yeah, start tomorrow and see how that goes.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, a false start almost, having this little 1 mile hiccup of a start here.
Yeah, look, I definitely, look, they're not my personal favorite, but that's okay. You know, it's good that all these people are able to come and see what it's about, so it's important too.
Well, it was great to see you not hold back and still put on a show. How'd this thing feel flying? It looked smooth.
Yeah, good. It felt good. I don't know how if it looked any good, but it was a lot of fun out there.
It looked great. I mean, it looked smooth, no nosedive. We've seen some rough ones, so that was great. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Brendan.
Yeah, thank you. Moving down the line here. Now we got Seamus, I believe, lined up. So Seamus is out there with Gary, the V6 Escort. And maybe Cameron Steely over there? No, who is that? Javier Olivares. So Javier's lined up. When we talked to KJ, he said they're about double the notes per page, double the notes per mile. A lot more pages this rally than any other rally he's done. They did say flat out, but let's see how the night goes here for Javier. There we go. Javier coming through in the rally too. Not staying completely flat, a slight lift there. Let's see, Seamus, we'll see. Is he gonna send it? Smart. He's got a lot of rally to go. Seamus is out here having a good time. Javier going way up on the bank and diving back in. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Nice rev limiter jumps. Fantastic. Seamus getting wild on the banking. Nice little jump there. Again, we're coming to an end here, guys. We got 3 more runs lined up. It's like we got maybe the Hyundais competing against each other. Then we got Cameron Steely versus Pat Morrow. Then we got Travis Pastrana versus Connor Martell lined up in the Skoda. Unfortunately, Booth is not starting the rally. I've not got word if it was a car issue or whatever, but he's not in the lineup this morning or this evening. So
I'm happy to report Leo has
down 1 car so far. I think we're right around 50 cars for starting this rally. 101 miles, 16 stages this weekend, 3 days of action-packed rally. We will be back here tomorrow night. Ideally, we'll be bringing you another live stream as long as we don't get caught up on stage. We'll get back out here, do this again. I believe tomorrow they'll be doing some of the infield stuff as well, so not sure where we'll be streaming from, maybe up in the stands, but we're going to try to bring you more of the action. Again, if you want to see anything different stream-wise, leave a comment down. Let us know. We're going to try to bring you guys more action throughout this season and next season, but we can always change it up. We're just trying to keep you entertained, keep everyone informed, to grow the sport. That's what we're all about here. So we got the Hyundais, Scully and Grushka lining up here. I would imagine they're both going to be flat. We just talked to Stefan, Scully's co-driver there. He said he's going to have to try to reel them in. There we go. I'd imagine they'll both stay pretty flat. So let's see what happens here. And flat from Patrick with a little backfire there. Here's Scully. I think he's going to send it a little bit harder. There we go, a little nosedive, but he sent it pretty good. And here's Patrick's second jump. Whoa, 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 whoa! Big dive, big nosedive. We still got Scully out here. Lots of parts, though, for him to hit. Both big nosedives there, but Patrick lost some bits. He's got some carbon fiber, some carbon Kevlar bits out there, some intakes, all sorts of parts. Big nosedive out there. Maybe a little bit of a lift off the lip of the jump, causing that thing to nosedive. Completely wild landing there. See them collecting some of those parts. The green APU team's going to have some work to do tonight.
You'd like to see that bumper come apart. You got to break stuff. They really like that a lot.
Lined up next is Cameron Steely, and I can't see over on the other side.
We should be streaming right now on.
Might be Pat Morrow as well. Cameron Steely, Pat Morrow, and then we got Connor versus Travis, and that will wrap up the night here
That'd be weird.
at Newport Speedway. Pretty good turnout here. So, hotter evening for rally, but not really a bad thing. A couple hundred fans showed out tonight. Probably see a little bit more tomorrow night for day 2 of the rally. Pat Morrow with the LS3 V8.
That thing's got a full-on LS in it, all-wheel drive. So
Pat Morrow in the Chevy Sonic. They built that thing for GRC Rallycross back in the day. They were still running it with like a 4-cylinder and a turbo setup, and then he actually put that Chevy Performance LS3 V8 in that. He's working on putting that LT1 in another one of those cars. They had 2 of them for GRC. They only really ran 1 of them, but now he's building a 3rd car as well. So excited to see Pat's progression with these cars, with Chevy Performance coming on board. Great to see another OEM manufacturer getting involved here in American Rally. But let's see. Sounds like maybe Andy Diderosi's up there on the mic somewhere. Here we go, Cameron Steely. I'd imagine Cameron's going to send it on the jump. He said he wanted to put on a show, and something happened. Oh, he just put on the anti-lag to start, but didn't launch, so no start yet.
Yeah, I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm just.
Let's see. A little bit of a delay. Not sure what's going on.
You're just amongst friends. You're amongst friends. Okay, so we got
again, this is stage 1 of 16 stages this weekend, 101 miles, less than 1% of the rally today here at Newport Speedway. A couple of loops of stages tomorrow, and then back here to finish off the night for this stage, plus a little bit of additional infield action.
That tracks. You've got the
So we're going to see what's going on. A little bit of a delay. What's going on here? Let's make this happen, guys. All right, now we're hearing some launch control. Rally's about to kick off. Cameron, on your rev limiter, kicking it off. Pat Morrow. He was scoping out the jump earlier. We'll see if he's going to send it. Pat's probably going to play it smart. Not that smart. He's still sending it. Now we got Cameron saying he was going to go flat. Let's see. Proper jump, good nosedive as well. Significant amount of skid plate landing there. And Pat Morrow sending it. Probably one of the better jumps we've seen so far. That was huge. That was huge. And Cameron Steely for his second jump. Decent jump. Decent jump. All right. Last setup coming in. Connor Martel versus Travis Pastrana. Connor said they're staying on gravel suspension here tonight. You know, they had that issue with that hard landing in Ohio, so it's going to be great to see them back out on gravel suspension. A little bit more travel, a little bit softer landing. We'll see how that goes. So last run of the night here, coming to an end, but the rally's just getting kicked off. A lot more rally to go. Like I said, less than 1% of the rally. Is that a whole skid plate? What's going on over there? Just some plastics. Just some plastics underbody. Okay.
All right, I just got
Might
some
have been
news
from a
here.
little
I'm
bit of a
sitting here with the
nosedive.
12 Kubota crew, you guys. TCAT, tell me about TCAT.
So it looks like Travis Pastrana's lined up in the limited four-wheel drive car. Brandon Semenuk is not here this weekend. He locked up the championship at Ojibwe Forest Rally, and now is not here. It sounds like he was working on a bit of a bike project, but again, already secured the open four-wheel drive overall championship for Brandon. 4th time in a row for him and Keaton Williams. But Connor Martell is still looking for his first overall win. It's going to be interesting here this weekend. You know, him and Travis are going to have a good battle. That Rally 2 car, a lot shorter wheelbase with these tight, twisty roads, kind of favors Connor's driving style and favors Connor's car. But Connor's first on the road. He's going to be doing a bit of sweeping. Travis thinks he's going to be able to watch those lines and kind of follow. Maybe there's something to be gained there. We will see. So, last run coming through here.
And on the far side, we have.
Let's see, they're just about to kick it off.
That's Connor and Alex. So this is actually the co-drivers are husband and wife. We've got.
That is a good point. Sounds like Andy DeRossi is up there announcing. He did point out we got Alex and Ree, husband and wife, co-drivers here competing against each other. Connor sending it. This is going to be a proper jump. Hit the audio here. So he definitely cleared the dirt. Didn't quite make it to the finish line. Maybe 10 feet short. We'll see if he can get on the next one. Travis playing it a little bit smarter, it looks like. Little nosedive with Travis. But let's see this thing. Okay. It was about 5 to 7 feet short of the finish line here, but we should have Travis's second jump. Big slide on the bank turn for Travis, and here's the final jump of the night. Interesting. Big slide there. Travis, big slide over rotation, kept it clean. That's great.
Everybody give it up. Connor Martell.
Connor Martell definitely putting on the show here tonight. Maybe we're going to see a donut. Travis is going to try to do some tandem stuff here.
Oh, I love to see it.
There we go. Keeping it going.
It's a beautiful thing. See, we can all get along.
That's great. Way to finish off the night, guys. Thank you for joining us. That brings us to an end of day 1 of Overmountain Rally here in Newport, Tennessee at the Newport Speedway. Be kicking off tomorrow morning at the Park Expose here again to start off the day 2 of the rally. A lot more rally to go. Like I said, about 100 miles left, 15 more stages to go. We will be bringing you all the action. Everyone's cheering here, excited for the donuts. We bring in the updates all weekend on all of our social channels and dirtfish.com. Stay tuned. Again, thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
I sort of feel bad. Tell me about this Kubota program, though. So you're training to be operators, right? And but not a lot of people want to be operators. They want to be, influencers and YouTubers, and they want to, I don't know, they want to sit on their computer and make money.